Welcome back to Let's Play the Capo 2. Man, I've had a shitty past few days, man. Terrible. And again, just like repeat myself, vivid nightmares. They always seems to be like around about the time I get around to recording again for this. It's always after at least that's happened once. It's like, god damn it. So like, just freaking makes me feel dazed and just kind of like gloomy. It's like, and just destroys my motivation entirely. And like, I've been up since I can't even remember when I actually woke up. Actually, probably around maybe 8 or 9. It's now 5 in the morning. Yeah, I know my sleeping pattern's pretty damn weird these days. I slept for an entire day not too long ago, and it was really weird and disorientating. And that was the one where I woke up with vivid nightmares, of course. And I barely had anything to eat throughout all that time. It was just like, oh, what a freaking disorientating freaking clusterfuck. But anyways, with this, I don't have a coin, so I can't simply flip a coin to like decide on which route we'll actually go with first, since, well, we didn't actually get an actual route. Which kind of surprised me, really. I didn't think that would happen, honestly. I've had that happen before. Like, in canon, you can get 2 endings that, like, one of them is abrupt, kind of like this, and just, like, Yuichi pretty much dies in that ending. It's in Mai's route, as I pointed out before, and, if that could be considered a spoiler, I don't know. And one route where, like, also in Mai's route, where you can just get a neutral ending where he doesn't end up with anyone. But, you know, those actually are endings, and Little Buster is, like, Rin's first route ends abruptly. It kind of seemed a bit more like that, really. It's just like, what? No ending? Except I wasn't even get to a route, so that just made no sense. So since I don't have a coin to decide this, I'm going to flip a guitar tuner. That's kind of random, isn't it? Just like, okay, so the one with, like, the on switch will be heads, the other side will be tails. And we're gonna do this in a game of 3 of these. So, heads for Nanaka's route, tails for Anzu's route. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, flip. Heads. Anzu has been eliminated from the first round. Now Coco and Robo-Girl. Coco will be heads, and Robo-Girl will be tails. Now it's heads again. It's down to Nanaka and Coco. Man, it seems like it's gonna land on heads every time, really, isn't it? Nanaka, heads. Tails, Coco. It's Nanaka. It keeps landing on heads. We're going with the school idol. Let me just check the walkthrough then. Oh yeah, that's good. Actually, I can have it right on the side, actually, while still recording. That's good. So there's like all that build up for that puppeteer is like, and we didn't even get to see it? And you know the funny thing is, this route doesn't even involve that one. Yeah, whatever. Skippy skip. Circus. It's not the name of the company. It also, it's kind of funny how it sounds like circus music at the start there. This is unskippable, isn't it? Serious? We've seen the intro before. You know, I don't think I paid much attention to the intro the first time around. I was just kind of like, I don't know what to expect of this. Now seeing the characters paired with each other and all that, I was just like, oh, so Nanaka and Coco just like kind of foreshadowed right there in the very beginning that they were friends of some sort. Have we seen those two interact? There was that place in that scene where the game ended abruptly. Ever goofy faces, mischievous faces too. Puppets. So from what I actually looked at the walkthrough, Yume and Otone's routes are unlocked by clearing 2 routes, at least 2 routes. But they have to be specifically, like, say you clear Nanaka's route and you clear Coco's route after that. I think then you can, like, unlock those 2 routes. I think it has to be something like that. I'm not sure if it's the first choice that, like, you gotta pick a haunted house one time and then, like, that route has that at the start. Or, and then also pick one route that has the puppet show at the start. And, like, clear a route for one of those at least once. So that's 2 characters. Or something like that, I don't know. Let me check, actually. Okay, it says we'd have to clear either Anzu or Robogirl's route, just one of those, or Coco and Nanaka's, one of those. But it has to be one from each, at least, before we can unlock those. But we'll go through these 4 routes before that anyway. I will prefer a haunted house this time. I want a haunted house, I guess. There was no significant meaning behind my decision other than the walkthrough told me to. I had no intention of helping Tsunami, but I thought it would be an interesting concept to host a haunted house in the middle of winter. By the way, when I was reading through the walkthrough, like One's route and Yume's route, how to unlock it, it also points out a little detail into how some of the routes will go. It says band routes or skiing trip route. So Robogirl and Anzu would have a skiing trip at some point in their route by the sounds of it, while Coco and Nanaka would have a band kind of route. So I guess that's what we'll be getting. Size and joyous roars filled the classroom. Did I read the previous one? However, they started complaining about the haunted house immediately. It's like, hooray! Oh no, we gotta build shit. Oh no.
残念無念仕方ないわねそれでは我がクラスのクリスマスパーティーの出し物はお化け屋敷とします
Change of plan since we didn't actually get to do the puppet show because it ended abruptly.
準備期間があまりないですが皆さん頑張っていきましょう
Thus, we decided to host a haunted house for our last event at the Village Academy. Appearances can be deceiving. It's Robo Girl banged her head on that. Just like, hey, oh, god damn it. Oh, wait. What? The classroom went silent. What the hell did it stop for then? We've had that line before. It's where I think it could also mean dick or something, the way she was wording it or something. I can't remember. I pointed out before when I looked through the translation notes. It's like, I see. That's why everyone's just like, what the fuck? Several theories, but why didn't you voice act this? Because I was given the trick's name comes from a million, while the meaning you're thinking of comes from something different entirely. Why do you keep stopping then? Skipping through previous scenes we've seen before.
弟くんミリンとって
Is it gonna be a different scene? Here you are. The first scene that we haven't seen yet. Well, I suppose, it's kind of like he'll tell him about the haunted house thing. Kind of like how he did with the puppet show, I suppose. You know, didn't it take, 2 or 3 parts to get to this point the first time around? Just we get there instantly now, don't we? That's because we skip everything else. The smell of something good wafted from the simmering pot.
もう一味かな
Here's some soy sauce.
ありがとう
Otone added a little soy sauce to the pot to adjust the taste. She scooped a little sauce with a ladle to taste. Good, this is looking good. Wait, that was your line. You didn't voice act!
はい、弟くん。どうかな？
Where was the voice acting? She brought the ladle close to my mouth.
あーん。
Don't say that. I took a sip of the broth. I tasted just the right amount of soy sauce and mixed in the sauce. This has got absolutely nothing to do with the haunted house so far, but it still seems to be different. It tasted perfect. Yeah, this is great.
よし、完成。
Otone turned the stove off and
お
smiled.
魚の方はどう？
It looks great. I answered as I looked at the grill. Otone and I were fixing dinner. This was nothing unusual for us. Otone's house was next door, so she usually came out to my place and we'd fix and eat dinner together. We'd spend some time together after dinner and then she'd go home. Since I moved to the Yoshino residence half a year ago, this has been happening almost every day. I didn't mind it at all. Hey, Yume, get some plates ready. There was one more. I told Yume, who was probably relaxing in the living room.
明るい。
She replied lazily. Also gotta remember when I get around to editing to adjust the audio a bit. Apparently, it's a bit loud. I just never really noticed, honestly.
ゆめちゃん。いや、冗談ですってば。
Yume sluggishly dragged herself to the kitchen. You know what? It's weird. Whenever I look back at some of my old videos, before I could adjust the audio, like, perfectly. Like, back in the day, you'd, like, hear my voice just get overpowered by the music, and there was jack shit I could do about that back in the day, because there was no way to adjust the audio. It was all in one kind of file. It wasn't in separate files like Camtasia. It was just... If I was to adjust the audio, it would also adjust both my commentary and the in-game audio, and it's just like, you can't really adjust anything there, then, is it? It's just like, okay, make the sound quieter, but make my voice even quieter. It's just like, well, that doesn't really fix, like, balance it, does it? She was wearing a jersey shirt and glasses, aka a totally relaxed wardrobe. She looked so different from when she was at school.
いや、それにしてもお二人さん、お似合いだね。まさに新婚さんって感じですか？新婚さん？何言ってるのよ、ゆめちゃん。やだな。
Otone fumbled with the edge of her apron while standing next to me. Why is she being bashful?
妹としましては、仲の良いお二人の至福の時間を邪魔してしまうのはいかがなものかと、ちょっと考えてしまうわけでして。
Okay, that's enough. Get some plates ready.
はーい。兄さんはノリ悪いな。
Dinner was served on the plates you may put out. Cooked potatoes, grilled salmon, steamed rice, and miso soup.
そんな、新婚さんだなんて。
Otone was still off in her own world.
それで、弟くんのクラスでは何する
Now
の？
we finally get to the subject. We're doing a haunted house.
お化け屋敷ね。なんかそれっぽいね。おもももも。確か弟くんのクラスって。
So it's pretty much the opposite of like the puppet show where I think Yume didn't show much interest in it, but now she's like, sounds good. While Otne is just like, don't know about that.
兄さん、杉並さん、板橋さんの三バカ勢揃いだね。お化けでしょ？暗闇でしょ？
You
そ
know,
し
I
て三バカで
always
しょ？
call her Otome, but it's spelled Otome there. Let me just check. Ah, I've been getting her name wrong this entire time. Well, shit. What a surprise. What is wrong with these sisters? They keep saying the Three Stooges in front of me like I'm not there. By the way, don't put me in the same category as them.
でもね
They looked at each other and nodded. Objection!
え。いや、却下。そうだね。実績があるからね。悪い意味で。ってことで、エッチなのはダメだからね。
She put her face up close to mine. What is she saying? She's a student council president. How can we do anything sexual at an academy level?
だって弟くんだもん。
What does that supposed to mean?
そうだね。兄さんだしね。
Don't agree with her.
暗闇だし、ちょっと心配だよ。生徒会長さんとしてはしっかりと監視しないと。
They didn't trust me at all. Well, Otne was right in her suspicions because the things she was worried about were close to what Tsukunami and Wataru were planning. Wataru especially, because that seems to be all he thinks about when it comes to that event. But Tsukunami just have no idea. I have a feeling Tsukunami is planning something more, though.
まあでもお姉ちゃん的には助かるんじゃない？ん？要注意人物が一箇所に集まってくれるんだもん。監視が楽じゃない？そうだね。戦力を一箇所に集中できるのは大きいね。
Just realized after all that time I forgot to freaking unplug the freaking charger. It's gonna freaking make horrible audio sound the whole time now. God damn it. Our economy planning meeting continued before me. But I don't remember doing anything that infamous though. Actually, there had been one time when I caused a huge problem.
基本的に杉並くんには真雪がマンツーマンディフェンスだから。ってことはやっぱり兄さんだよね、問題は。
I continued to eat the rest of my dinner while feeling dissatisfied about the whole thing. Skip. Oh, that didn't last long. 26 episodes. Oh, no, thanks. Skip a room, skip. Why does it just do that randomly? Skip.
忘れ物ない？
Didn't last long. Otone asked me as she locked the front door. Wait, am I still calling her Otone? Oh wait, now I know why I keep doing that. It's because it is. He doesn't call her Otome or anything like that. It's Otone. I think I've like this whole time, like whenever I put the tags in, I spell it O-T-O-N-E. Just like, that's not her actual name though. Just, god damn it, why? It seemed rather strange, but it happened all the time. Ah.
どうしたの？何か忘れた？
My lunch.
もう早く取ってきなさ。
But have we seen this scene
で、
before?
弟くんお弁当だったっけ？
No, not usually, but I want to take my lunch today.
今から作ってたら間に合わないよ。
She said with a sigh. Yes, there is. Anything is possible as long as you don't give up.
無理なものは無理。ほら、時間見てよ。
She showed me her watch. You can do it, Otone.
わ、しかも作るの私なんだ。
You know what would be freaking just random is if they just started to prepare something while walking to school. Just like, okay, just like it's this and that, just like it's portable, so it's good. Sure, because you're a good cook. Your homemade lunch will give me something to look forward to, and I'll be able to concentrate on my study. Listen, I'll concentrate at least 3 times more than usual. Rattle, rattle. Why are you unlocking the door?
お弁当作ろうと思って。
Her sleeves were already up and she was all ready to do it. But there isn't enough time though.
世の中ね、諦めなければ不可能なことなんてないんだよ。
No way, that's impossible. Look at the time. Seriously, Yoshiyuki, do you just completely forget what you just said there? I showed her my phone. Wait, our positions were switched. Atane looked at my phone wistfully.
お二人で朝からお熱い夫婦漫才をなさるのは結構なんですが、先に行っちゃいますよ。
Yume reservedly spoke to us from just up ahead. We're coming. I walked quickly and caught up with her.
あ、ちょっと待ってよ。
Otone caught up too. The 3 of us were side by side. Shall we go? three of us were walking down the street to school as usual.
お弁当が欲しいんだったら前の日にちゃんと言ってよね。そしたら前の日から準備しとくのに。
No, I can't. I'm a man who lives by following his inspirations. My mood at the time determines such things.
単に行き当たりばったりって言うよね、そういうの。
I suppose I'm a bit similar. I just kind of do things on the spur of the moment kind of thing all the time.
ダメだよ。ちゃんと計画的に生きないと。兄さんにそんなこと言っても無駄だよ。いつもテスト前になると慌てて一夜漬けしてるような人だもん。
Seriously, I just cannot freaking plan shit. If I plan something, just like, okay, I'm gonna do this at this specific point in time, then my anxiety starts to just freaking act up randomly, and I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable now. It's like, that's why I prefer spur of the moment kind of thing. Just like, okay, at a spur of the moment, I'll just do this. Because if I like, just went, okay, at a specific point in time, say a week or so, we'll do this or that. It's just like, then, like, it's just, I can't really understand it myself. So do you?
いや、私は成績いいですから。
I couldn't say anything because she was telling the truth. By the way, how can she get good grades when she's always wasting her time lazily at home?
兄さんとは違うわけですよ。
She smiled provokingly. Fool, don't underestimate me, okay? I just didn't study, that's all. I usually pretend to be studying during the exam periods, but I actually play RPGs that I beat ages ago. Also, I read a complete set of my favorite manga. If I studied earnestly, I would be getting the best grades in the academy.
ふーん、そうなんだ。
Shit. I forgot Otane was there. Wait, I think I see the difference in the scene now. I don't think we had a CG the last time around for it.
勉強してるふりしてゲームしたり漫画読んだりしてたんだ。
I mean...
さすがにテスト期間中は弟くんでも勉強するんだって安心してたんだけどな。
She came closer
お
to
姉
me.
ちゃんのこと騙してたんだね。
No, I didn't mean to deceive you, really.
今度からは一緒に勉強しようね。お姉ちゃんが教えてあげるから。
Her face was smiling, but her eyes weren't. Ottene's right hand on my shoulder terrified me greatly. Yes, I'd be glad to. That was all I could
バ
say.
ーカ。
Yume muttered wearingly next to me.
おはよう。乙女にゆめちゃん。ついでに弟くん。
An extremely energetic voice came from behind us. Did she appear the first time around when we played this? Like at this point, I can't remember.
あ、まゆき、おはよう。おはようございます、高坂先輩。
Mayuki senpai joined us after wishing us a good morning.
弟くんさ、杉並の予定知ってる？クリパの。
Sorry, but I'm not interested in that.
なんだ、杉並と相思相愛の弟くんならやつのスケジュールを抑えてるかなって思ったんだけどな。残念。
She didn't look too disappointed, so I guess that's why. Because I don't recall seeing her character being introduced this early on. If I recall, it was when Otane was making an announcement about the Christmas party that she was first introduced the previous time. I wish she wouldn't say that Tsukunami and I were lovers. If possible, I'd rather not have anything to do with it.
まゆきはやっぱり杉並くんをマークするの？もちろん。今度こそやつの息の根を止めてやるんだから。
She smiled boldly. I don't think she should go so far as to destroy him, though.
そういう乙女は弟くんを徹底マークだよね。でも生徒会の仕事もあるからな。
Now she says that she will destroy him, but in what way are we talking here? He gets in trouble and you beat the living crap out of him, or what? Be a bit more specific.
でも誰かが弟くんを徹底マークしないとまた何やらかすかわかんないよ。
I won't do anything.
そうなんだよね。やっぱり私が見るしかないかな。
It'd be funny if he said I won't do anything, you know, because I'm too lazy. As Otane spoke, she looked happy. Hey, that hurts, Yume. I turned around and looked at Yume, who had been bumping into me with her bag.
あら、ごめんなさい。
For some reason, Yume looked away unhappily.
というわけで、俺はたこ焼きはやっぱり大阪が一番だと思いました。
Therefore, more talk
Oi.
on global warming, except it isn't, because Wataru doesn't know what he's talking about, and it isn't even talking about global warming in the slightest way, because he doesn't even know what he's talking about. But I think he, praised Anzu a little too much, really, for that. I mean, no, it wasn't Anzu, it was Coco. Just that's just like a quick Wikipedia check would, get you that information. Doesn't really seem like you'd have to study too much detail on the stuff that she said.
で、今回は何をやらかしたわけ？
This is supposed to be Nanaka's round, and we just Nanaka's introduction there. Just skip through it. Just should I have stopped there and just... But we've already seen that scene before. Man, I hate that about these visual novel LVs. It's just if I don't skip through them, it just gets tedious and we see the same old scenes over and over again, like Planet. That was repetitive as balls. Huh?
お昼よ、お昼。水越先生に呼び出されてたよね。
Nothing. I didn't do anything that you should be concerned about.
うん。
The two of them cast suspicious gazes on me. I really mean it. Miss Ogoshi-sensei asked me to do something.
ふーん。天笠さんと一緒に？天笠さんって誰？今日私のクラスに転入してきた可愛い女の子。可愛い女の子ね。で、なんでその天笠さんと一緒に水越先生に呼び出されて仕事を頼まれたわけ？
Well, that's because I couldn't tell them. I was the one responsible making sure that nobody found out about it. You know, we were just kind of glaring, just glaring back, just what the hell does that look for? I'll glare at you. Don't you me, I will back. Their silent pressure was terrifying. I had to think really hard. I had to come up with an idea to get out of this situation. Well, she is... There you go with that. I was asked to take care of her because she's a returning student.
なんで弟くんに？
Apparently, this choice doesn't really make any difference. That's because, I get good grades in English class.
Could you pass me the soy, please? はい、お醤油。ありがとう。
This is why I hate smart people.
ま、別にいいけどね。兄さんと天笠さんが内緒で何しててもさ、妹の私には関係ないし。あれだよ、セクハラは犯罪だからね。
I didn't do that. Yeah, why wouldn't they trust me? She's very much just kind of fluent in English there, I see. But how much English do you actually know? After a while?
ただいまー。なんと楽しそうだね。
For that matter, how long can you go with speaking the English language before it turns into English? As we talked, we heard Sakura-san's voice from the entryway.
あ、さくらさん、お帰りなさい。お腹すいた。
She sat down and breathed a deep breath.
さくらさんの分用意しますね。
Antone got up immediately.
いつもすまないね。ゲホゲホ。それは言わない約束だよ、お父っつぁん。
Antone prepared dinner while playing along with Sakura's act. Domestic girls are so attractive.
何ですか？
Nothing.
どうせ私は家事全般できませんよーだ。
She looked away while pouting. She knew what I was thinking.
ゆめちゃんにはゆめちゃんのいいところがたくさんあるから大丈夫だよ。
Sakura-san said with a smile.
はい、どうぞ。
Antone came back from the kitchen with reheated food in her hands.
ありがとう。 話してたの？すごく楽しそうだったけど。クリスマスパーティーのことです。弟くんのクラスではお化け屋敷をやるんだそうですよ。へえ、面白そうだね。
That sounds so cliche, though.
いや、でも兄さんに杉並さん、それに板橋さんでしょ。私だったら絶対に入りたくないな。要注意人物オールスターだもんね。気をつけないと。
I'm telling you, I won't be participating. I was planning to just look around that day.
へえ、見て回る予定とかあるの？
Not really, but I may go with people from Nanaka's class at Goku. Or something like that.
ふーん。
You may sound dissatisfied.
私もいろいろ見て回りたいよ。乙女ちゃんは生徒会の仕事があるからね。でも少しくらいは時間があると思うよ。その貴重な時間を無駄な仕事で潰させないでよ、弟くん。
Don't say that to me, tell Suganami. I had a feeling Suganami was going to ruin her precious free time.
言って聞くような子なら苦労しないよ。
Not only I looked so disturbed by his actions that I felt sorry for her. My condolences. But I'm not the freaking complaints department, damn it! I prayed. Let's see. Skip.